Election Commission of India, in fact, taking serious note of the post-poll violence in Andhra Pradesh. The Commission has repeatedly emphasized that there is no scope for violence in democracy. Now, taking cognizance of the recent reports on post-poll violence in the state of Andhra Pradesh, remember, which saw simultaneous polls for the State Assembly and also for the Lok Sabha, the Election Commission has directed Chief Secretary and the DGP of Andhra Pradesh to ensure such violence should not happen under any circumstances and at any cost. The Model Code of Conduct is still in operation. Additionally, the Election Commission of India has summoned the Chief Secretary and the DGP to New Delhi tomorrow to personally explain the reasons for the failure of the administration to contain post-poll violence and preemptive steps which were seemingly not taken to avoid any such incident which in fact took place after the polling. Now, since the announcement of the general elections, the CEC, Rajiv Kumar, has been personally monitoring the election space to ensure peaceful and violence-free conduct of elections. Remember, it's in Andhra Pradesh, the post-voting, you can see these visuals where there have been miscreants, those who were going around damaging property, public property, and also attacking people. Now, this has happened after there were reports, various reports suggesting that clashes took place between political workers. Now, there is a very serious contest going on as far as the politics is concerned. Remember, the Andhra Pradesh Assembly and the Lok Sabha elections are taking place simultaneously, where Reddy's YSR CP, which is in power in the state, is taking on the alliance of the BJP, TDP and the Janasena, while the Congress also, in fact, hoping to gain a certain, in fact, section of the votes as far as Andhra Pradesh is concerned. My colleague Uma Sudhir joins us now with more details at this moment. Uma, shameful to say the least that even in 2024, post-poll violence is taking place. People, in fact, are being attacked for the way they have voted.
Yeah, okay. So there has been a lot of post-poll violence in Andhra Pradesh, where in fact we are seeing from whether it is Chandragiri, Tadipatri. Chandragiri falls in the Tirupati district, Tadipatri in the Kurnool district, as well as you have in Nandyal as well, and in also in the area which is main Palnadu region of Andhra Pradesh. That's where a lot of violence has broken out, not just during the poll but post the poll as well. These violence has continued, and we have seen, in fact, people coming out with knives and stones and rods, and in some places like in Tadipatri there were petrol bombs that were hurled, and in fact the police has gone in and seized petrol bombs that were kept inside homes in Tadipatri as well as in Palnadu area. Palnadu, even otherwise politically very sensitive. All these areas are known for what is called faction violence. For instance, in the case where Akhila Bomapriya's in a place called Alagadda in Kurnool district, where one of her associates called Nikhil was last night once hit by a car and then attacked with knives, and he has suffered deep gashes and is in the ICU of a hospital. In that case, they are saying it's not between two parties but between two factions of the same party. Akhila Bomapriya happens to be a former minister, and she's the TDP candidate from Alagadda, Kurnool constituency. What I must point out is that yes, there has been a very high octane kind of campaign that happened leading up to the voting day on Monday, and even post Monday is when violence had broken out in several areas, and even post the violence, post the elections, the violence has continued, and therefore today in three areas, in Palnadu as well as in Tadipatri and in Chandragiri, that's where they have ordered prohibitory orders once again, saying that you cannot have a public rally, no public meeting, or even a gathering of 3 or more people. I just spoke to the state's DGP, Mr. Harish Gupta, and he has said that they are going to be arresting hundreds of people in all these areas. Already at least 100 people in Chandragiri district, Chandragiri area, another 100 to 200 people in fact in Palnadu area as well, and in Tadipatri as well. J.C. Divakar, one of the leaders, who is in fact says that he has suffered a lot of respiratory issues because of the tear gas that was lobbed. He has in fact been shifted to a hospital in Hyderabad. But all these people belong to both sections of parties. There have been a lot of stone throwing as well. And in fact, YSRCP has been complaining that the police is not responding when we ask for help. And similarly, TDP has been saying that it is the YSRCP which is to blame and that the police are not responding to our complaints. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Uma Sudhir, for giving us that detailed information about this very shameful post-poll violence which has taken place in Andhra Pradesh, where now the Election Commission has in fact summoned the DGP and the Chief Secretary. Thank you, Uma.